Whitney.
Wendy.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my Lord, have I waited for this day.
Well, Whitney, I want to thank you
Thank you, Wendy.
for giving me this moment and not hanging up the phone
No, I wouldn't do that to you, baby.
and
We'll talk it through.
being as sassy as you want to be.
Wendy, I love you because you support me, and you've been good to me on the radio. However, watch what you say, baby girl.
But Whitney, watch what you do. And if
I know it's not. You don't even know what I do. Like you said, you never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. So watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
But Whitney,
What, baby?
I would love to have you come in the studio.
Okay, love. We'll make a date. You call my machine, I'll call yours.
I would.
You're tuned in to Kiddy Pink Radio, where black media matters. Keep it locked.
We want to give a shout out to Heavy Rotation, Video Countdown. They in the building. They taking over Dallas, Texas.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of the alphabet crew. You asked for it, so here it is. 4-5 with 4-5, a Microwave Dreams podcast, where if ifs and buts was cherries and nuts, we'd all have a merry motherfucking Christmas.
But who's the hardest to deal with in the morning?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Kiddy.
Very seriously.
But Kiddy is, God damn it, man. Sometimes you just want to knock the shit out of her, but you can't. You can't. Hell yeah, KD.
You can hear the crowd sing along. Everybody know my songs. Had the crowd learn to walk. Country girl, small town. 14 years dedicated. Look, ma, I finally made it. Never thought I'd ever say it, but today I live my dreams. Bodyguards protecting me. Crazy fans, loud screaming, flashing lights on every scene. Autographs, lots of pictures, signs that say we love you, Kiddy. Superstar, my new status, fantasizing. Please don't wake me, let me finish with this dream. Don't wake me up. Please don't let me be great. Please don't wake me. Just bought a house of 50 rooms, move my granny out the hood, pay my tithes like I should. LG, life good, expensive cars, fancy clothes. He can go to private school. Jordan, I get what he want, just because mommy's boss. See you later, no worries, baby. Mariana, ain't it banking? Never thought. Ones that can't stand me, even said I'd be nothing. Now I'm something. Dial me up, but pretty please don't wake me up. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, you ugly motherfuckers.
Nobody expects that from you. That's why that's so funny. They expect that from folks. But shout out to y'all. It is Wednesday.
Kiddy, where we? Are we on Facebook?
We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. We are on Twitter. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I mean,
yes, Johnny. Can't you see I'm on Kiddy Pink Radio, nigga?
Hey. Johnny Judah, we're going to have to get you over here to spin for us sometime.
Yes, brother. You can come on in if you want to.
Yeah, send them the link.
All right, check us out. All right, bye.
What's up, Akira Green, cousin? I texted you the other day. You didn't text me back, but this is my morning show. We're not going to get off into that. We're not going to get off into the cousin quarrels early this morning. But shout out to everybody joining us right now. Shout out to everybody that will be joining us later. I ask y'all every show. I don't ask for much. Support is free. I need your support, everybody. If you are on the feed right now, share.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand. That's why I'm not famous.
That's why we not famous yet, because y'all not sharing our shit.
Right.
If you care, share.
Like, fucking share, subscribe. And if you don't, get your ugly ass off.
You are in a mood today. You are in a mood. Bubba woke up ready for y'all ass today.
I'm tired of niggas. I got work to do, man.
He got work to do. He got work to do. We finna get into some things, but of course, y'all know how we start off the shows. We always gonna give y'all ghetto ass weather report. Hey Siri, could you give me a weather report for DFW?
It's currently cloudy and 47 degrees in Dallas.
Keep your rubbers handy.
It's cool. Yeah,
hey Siri.
Might get wet.
What's up, Yug? Shout out to my brother. I just want to say, if you worked with me, I'm grateful for all the people that I started my journey with. Bro just sent me a fire ass beat that got me back writing, y'all. And y'all know to my Bubba Yugs. Y'all get at him for all them fire ass beats in production. Hey Siri, what will the weather be like in Arkansas today?
Expect some clear skies in Little Rock, Arkansas today.
She always talking about Little Rock. You know what make me mad? Everybody think that Little Rock is Arkansas. Anytime you talk to somebody and I tell them I'm from Arkansas, they be like, you from Little Rock? No, bitch. It's more than just Little Rock in Arkansas. That is just our state capital. There are other small towns that are in Arkansas. I'm not even gonna go there, but shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I see y'all coming in. Shout out to my viewers over there on Twitch. I love y'all.
You from Stamps, Arkansas?
Stamps, Arkansas.
My mama come from Strong, Arkansas. They say one way in from here, one way in, one way out, or some bullshit.
Hey, watch it. Not too much. Yeah, the beautiful, legendary, may her soul rest in peace, Maya Angelou. The beginning, if you've read or watched the movie, I Know Why Cage Bird Sings, a lot of that movie is about her life here in Arkansas.
Stamps, right?
Stamps, Arkansas, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the tracks that face my house right now, she done marched over the motherfuckers back and forth a couple of times throughout her life.
Shout out Arkansas. That's where they first let the young black children into integrated school.
Yep.
Facts.
Didn't y'all say y'all was some kin to?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing but legends around me, man. God.
Daisy Bates helped those children get into that school. She was real famous around that time. She's adopted into my family.
I'm surrounded by some motherfucking legends. Shout out to my Bubba this morning. We finna get off into the show. We finna get off into some things. The first thing is I ain't gonna say everybody was excited about Ashanti and Nelly reuniting, reconnecting, and now, the first go around, Ashanti pretty much opted out because the nigga wouldn't marry her. And now she come back, she spin the block twice, and there are rumors circulating that they may have insinuated at a event that she is about to have a baby. What y'all think about that? Get off in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about that. Me personally, I think that's the dumbest shit ever. You're never gonna get the ring now. Not just that. What? This man, you're never gonna get the ring now. This man just had a baby and a grandbaby. So his two boys. What? Yeah. I think that's the dumbest shit she's ever done.
Nelly's gonna marry that thing.
You think?
He'd be a dumbass nigga tonight.
Well, they ain't the only ones that it's rumored to be expecting, but I don't think this is so much a rumor because baby girl got a whole belly. Y'all remember Catch Me Outside? She's pregnant now, and I'm quite sure she is
Bad
giving birth
baby.
to a black baby.
Bad baby.
I'm almost certain.
Her goddamn OnlyFans was popping for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was making multi-millions off of her OnlyFans, I think.
Now this is a mistake. You didn't get you one of them rap niggas.
I think she just got like a regular ass black dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's the mistake. She did all that shit and couldn't get her a Soldier Boy or something.
I don't think anybody wanted her. She's just too
A little
problematic.
baby. She couldn't
She's
get a
too
little baby.
Girl,
a dub
boy,
baby.
Jada Waiter whoop her motherfucking ass.
All she
No,
got
that's
was
not Jada Waiter. Danny
all she
Lay
got
will
was
whoop her
a
ass.
baby. Just got stuck with a baby.
Babies got a black baby. Congratulations, man. Y'all all out here getting pregnant and shit, and I'm steady praying that my period show up every month. Shout out to the gods.
Man, hey, and Ashanti 40 plus, right?
Yep. But I mean, I feel like this when you take care of yourself, and Shanti looks like she's taking good care of herself, physically especially. Those type of women will be able to give birth to a child and stuff like that.
And also, I think that's just some shit. You know what I'm saying? That society has put in women's fucking head, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, plus all of the goddamn shit that they kill us with, food, medication, TV, social media, all that shit. So that's part of why black people don't have babies later on in their lives and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Part of the reason why some of us have 1 or 2 children rather than 5 and 10.
I don't want a whole bunch of kids. Fuck them kids. Akira says, so you spent the block and got pregnant and still didn't get the ring. That's She looks good,
So
no shade.
See, so far. See, y'all act like y'all forgetting Nelly's past, man. Just recently, some chick was giving a nigga head and then told the world he got a pinky. So he got to stick with her.
Shout out to the pinky niggas.
See?
That's a disability. I think men should get disability if they have small penises. But that's another topic for another show.
And then they would get more women, right?
If they got the bread. The bread in the head. Shout out to Lonzo Anthony. He said he was talking about Bad Baby. He said she looks good, no shade. And he said they said she made $3 million first day dropping her OnlyFans. God damn.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna
make but $100 the first day I dropped my OnlyFans.
You know, she did the right shit. You know what I'm saying? She went out there and made a mockery of herself, nigga, and got famous.
That don't never work out for black people.
Shit.
It always work out for white people.
Shit.
Infiltrating the motherfucking culture.
Oh, you talking about infiltrating the culture? Yeah. I thought you was talking about making a fool of your motherfucking self. Use a goddamn lie.
Yeah. When we do it, though, it's expected.
Yeah, because that's what they, you know what I'm saying, trained us to do.
Yeah.
We supposed to be their entertainment.
Yeah. I seen a video where this woman was talking about how they've instilled that in us to a point to where we don't even realize like it's disrespect now. She was talking about like Sexy Red and Lotto and Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. She was just like, women, we act over sexualized because that's what was expected of us back in the day and stuff like that, and we're celebrating it. And she went in deeper, and I felt where she was coming from. What's up, Matt Reno? Thank you.
These niggas in the game is over sexualized too. It's just not considered that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a man's world. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of these niggas is over sex. Nigga, this nigga fucking NLE Chopper. This nigga got a song called "Slut Me Out."
Yeah.
I'm telling bitches to eat them on the gooch.
I'm sorry. I got lost in a mirror.
That's what the nigga said. He said eat him on the gooch. He said go ahead, pull his sack up, and you know what I'm saying.
Man.
I say the chode is as far as you go. I don't even know what a Gucci is.
It's that little thing right up under the ball.
Nah, that's the chode.
Whenever you hit that, it make a nigga holler. A nigga start acting different.
The Gucci is farther up somewhere.
It's if I had a live penis, I could show y'all where the Gucci is. I'm very familiar with it. That'll have a nigga paying your rent and everything. Take notes, ladies. Anyway, back to the show. In other news, am I the only one that thinks that this thing between Angela and Yo Gotti is a publicity stunt? She just does not look convincing. He's been doing a show and bringing her up on stage, and I'm just like, this just don't look real to me. And then not just that, we just got news that they had broke up. She even went on Tamron Hall talking about the breakup, talking about how she feel like he manipulated her and blase. But anyway, let's get to this clip, and I want y'all to look at how awkward she looked.
I love the gram. How you really feel? I'm addicted to it. I know I am. And I just follow Angela. Who? Me got a crush on Angela. Who? They like, damn, Gotti, you bold. I'm gonna let the world know. Damn.
She said on site. I said on site, even better. I get the money, we fuck it up and get on the CMG in this motherfucker, y'all make some noise. CMG. Make some motherfucking noise.
I think their entire relationship is a contractual agreement. And I feel like it's just a publicity stunt. She does not look comfortable. Hell, Gotti don't even look happy. Y'all see how Nelly be smiling when he with Shanti, how P. Diddy be smiling when he with Carisha, please. I don't see that on his face ever.
Well, P. Diddy ain't doing much smiling lately. So.
We gonna get off into that.
But I mean, my question is how much more money you think Yo Gotti got than Angela Simmons?
Considering her money is old money versus her father's money is old money versus, but they doing bad right now though. The Simmons family is doing bad.
No, Russell Simmons is because of Kimora Lee saying all that shit about it.
We're gonna get off into that as well.
About him. But I wouldn't say that, you know what I'm saying? Old money is old money. You know what I'm saying? That shit works and that nigga, regardless to what he owned, was a owner of Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that Yo Gotti got more money than he do. So I just don't see why it would be a publicity stunt other than she trying to stay in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she looked awkward as hell because she don't look like she felt comfortable wearing that goddamn dress.
That too. She's been wearing lingerie on her Instagram and all type of shit. It's just, I don't know. It just seems like she's really trying to, I don't know what the fuck she's trying to do, but it's not popping for her. I just feel like, girl, just stick to what you know. Yeah, you doing the most. Anyway, speaking of other relationships, y'all remember Jeezy had this interview with Nia Long trying to get back in the good graces of us black women?
Listen to my quote. Real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say that.
It's something in us
that
makes us want to be right.
Yeah.
fucking way. He said that, but Jenny Mike comes back and basically she's claiming that Jeezy cheated on her, and that's what led up to this divorce. Not just that, she said she found out that he had filed for divorce with the rest of us. Another relationship I feel like is a publicity stunt. I don't think they were ever really in love or anything like that. I don't know. What's your take on it, bro?
I really don't know because it was hella awkward when they came out and said that they was even together.
That
You know
part.
what I'm saying? So that was kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeezy wasn't doing nothing out in the public eye, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know he was doing a lot of business ventures and shit like that. So maybe that's where they met. So like, when it comes to relationships and shit, I can't be like, oh yeah, they was together on some money type shit, or you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't know, especially when you bring a kid into the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's a baby here.
Right. And she's so cute. She's the cutest. Shout out to Monaco. I hate when people bring babies into the fold and then all of a sudden everything folds. It's crazy. Basically, if he cheated on her, it's in she referred to a page in their prenup. If either one of them cheated on each other, they was gonna be out a whole bunch of damn money. And Jenny Mike is saying, or she's insinuating that it's a possibility that Jeezy probably cheated. And all I'm gonna say to that is, girl, you thought you had saved you a black man, huh? Next story. We're gonna go to the next story. I know everybody's tired of that bullshit. I seen a meme where they said we leaving all these people in 2023. They even put the motherfucking baby on the thing. I think that's fucked up because Junior ain't did shit to y'all. But we all woke up yesterday to this bullshit.
What? We're drunk. It's fun. We're having fun. No one cares. Okay, she's evil. It's not funny. We just hurt. What you mean what that got to do with you, yo? We're not doing nothing. We just at the gas station posted up. We was getting my son, and then they prolonged, and then we took shots, and then we just got stopped. We on the way. We so drunk, we not finna drive with no baby. Yeah. No, we finna get your own. We finna get you a phone. Yeah, that's all right. Just tell her I'm gonna leave the kids across the street. Blue, you're lame. That's your kids. Why would you want to leave them across the street? Why would you leave me here? All right, Papa.
So, Christian, Blueface, we all familiar with him, even if we don't even fuck with him like that. Christian was at the studio. Blueface ends up at her apartment at her house at 4 a.m. to find out that her friend was babysitting the baby. He got mad, took the baby. The friend followed him with the baby. They ended up crashing with the baby, child endangerment, just for him to take the baby to his house. And basically, Krisha ended up getting her baby back. And now the baby mamas have united.
You did.
You're an embarrassment. Say that.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him? Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him?
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. Oh, he's a bitch. She said you a bitch.
Merry Christmas.
How sad.
Let's talk about how slow Jaden is. She proceeds to go back to the house with the other baby mama. They get together and decide to destroy the house in which she's sharing with this man. And I'm like Carlissa at this point. You got to be a bad bitch to get another bitch to go home and tear up her shit and then be like, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all. This is becoming it's another publicity stunt. I think they all been cool from jump. I think they all have been. I think they doing this just to keep us intrigued.
They whole shit has been a publicity stunt.
Yeah. Because
So
I don't know too
and
many that hate each other going back and forth.
to me, Krishan, she was destined to be a damn star. She just fucked her shit up. She
Yeah.
should have never even did all that bullshit with this nigga. She's a super athlete. So
Right.
I don't know why she did any of that shit. Bitch could have been in the Olympics and did anything.
Right.
You know,
I'm
so
just these young folks, you know what?
but it's
Clout is
yeah,
trumping talent.
that's exactly what I was about to say. It's easier, you know what I'm saying, to be a dumbass, you know, and get money off of dumb stupid shit than to actually work hard and you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Johnny Judah? He said, mission accomplished. I don't follow this shit.
Yeah, no, I don't follow it neither because I didn't
You
know
can't help but to see it though.
all of that. But I know I have seen, I did know that they was kicking it together and shit like that. But I just be scrolling past the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't even be looking at the little reels and shit like that. So
I'm sorry, Bubba. How you doing this morning? Shout out to the one, the only 4 motherfucking 5. What it do, bro?
Y'all know what it is today, man. My bad, y'all.
Appreciate you
Shit.
joining us. It's good. It's good. Appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah.
Whatever time you come up in this motherfucker, this is y'all. This is our domain. God damn it. Whenever you get here, god damn it, you get here. Shout
Nah,
out
you
to
know I
you.
like to be on time for this shit though, but
I know. I know. It's all good. It's all good. Um,
but I'm with Judge on this. I'm be you know, it was it was something that was on my damn phone when it first popped off. All and then Kitty, you kept me more up on the show that they had for a little bit than anything. And then when we started seeing how, the because Kitty, you spoke on it a lot about the toxicity that men and women can both bring into a relationship, and we see that play out between them, right? Um, I think today, and I'm not trying to like segue into nothing, but y'all remember when we was kids, right? Like when we watched cartoons, every cartoon we had at the end of it had some type of moral
right.
compass to it, right?
Right.
Like whatever cartoon you watch, if you watch He-Man at the end of the damn cartoon, there was like a little, probably about 5 minutes of where they actually taught you something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I learned from He-Man that if you heat up sand enough, it turns into glass, right? There was another one, they would go through math problems at the end. The whole show wouldn't be about nothing math, but then they go through math problems at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think like some of them shows, like somebody needs to be at the end saying,
Adding something that's educational or something to add to, you know what? That's a good idea. I feel like shit. If we always talking about the problem, goddamn it, let's fix it. A motherfucker, if you put math problems in between, you got to put it in between. Because if you wait till the end, these motherfuckers gonna click off of it. But in order for them to get to the other story, I feel like it should be, kind of like commercials or whatever. They insert ads and commercials. They gonna insert an ad and commercial in this shit. So like,
right.
You're right. I agree with that. If we want our people to pay attention and shit, we gotta hide it in plain sight.
Because
That's sad. That is sad though.
because to be honest with you, and I'm not saying because they're in front of the camera, but if you're being real and honest about this, like I have children their age,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and one of mine right now is in a relationship, kids, and let's just be honest. When we're young, we're in our early 20s and we have relationships. A lot of us, we believe we have it in us to build a family. We go on and do that. But what we have to understand is, y'all, they still growing.
Right.
They're,
And that's the thing. People don't realize that Krishan them is real young. They in their early 20s.
right. We're
You
not
do dumb
talking about
shit when
people.
you no,
Right.
I'm just saying you do dumb
Yeah.
shit when you're, earlier. I did dumb shit.
We all
Exactly.
do.
That's
You
what
did dumb shit.
We all
Judge
right.
do.
did dumb shit. Right.
Because being young, you're gonna have to experience things.
Right.
Now, the thing is, I think we all, those of us that are older than, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to be there to add some type of guidance, you know, not to perpetuate the ignorance, right?
Right.
And so, you know, I just feel bad that unfortunately throughout all the shit that has been in front of that's been on the glow screen that has to deal with them, you don't see any type of real adult guidance.
Right.
You understand? Like even in the
Even the
instance where
mama.
that's what I'm saying. And if
Yeah.
you think about all of these goddamn reality shows, from the loves and whoever balls and hip hops and all that, every time they introduce a mama or a daddy,
She toxic.
and it's like, damn, does anybody not see this shit? You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I remember specifically because remember I don't fucking watch it often, but I remember you bringing up, and we watched the clip and we talked about it about Blueface meeting her daddy, and remember how
And
her daddy.
he was disrespectful. Yeah.
It was just, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that her daddy was disrespectful because his emotions was involved. Look, you doing my daughter this way,
Right.
right? But as men, we understand what needs to be said, and we should have the enough wherewithal to say, okay, this is a conversation that you and I should have behind closed doors, cut off the cameras
Right.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is all make believe.
Yeah. And
We
everybody
really
wants
genuinely,
to be the star, so they're gonna be
exactly,
extra. Yeah.
exactly, genuinely. I'm just saying, like, for the masses, the elders, those of us that can say that we are that. If you're above 38 years old, you got to accept what you got to accept the reality of what it is, right? And huh? You know, all I'm saying is that,
We ain't
huh?
young no more. I said,
Yeah,
yeah,
but our experiences lead to guidance for the young.
Right.
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? It's the
But you
same
know
shit.
what? This is something that we talked about on War of the Roses. We don't want to make this a whole War of the Roses segment. Y'all can come through at 12 today and catch that. But
Right.
we were talking about how, for some odd reason, we all got that little itch in us for some toxicity in our relationships.
We do. We
I,
do.
for one, and I admitted it because a nigga was treating me good and I didn't even know how to fucking act at one point in time. I wasn't used to that. So basically, these kids are looking at Krishan them and all them and whatever Krishan them experienced growing up. They're using that as the blueprint for their own fucking relationships. And they feel like there's some type of normalcy if you have toxicity in your relationship. I think we're all wired, not all of us, but a big sum of us are wired to think that if it's not toxic, then it's not really love. So how do we
you was right when
disconnect
you
that?
said it. You was right when you said it. We all wired some motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? They got us locked some fucking way. You know what I'm saying? With some type of vice or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nigga, just go watch fucking They Clone Tyrone one more time. And
I
just
ain't
look
even
at
seen it yet.
all the fucking shit, nigga, that they really got us stuck on. It's just
Right.
shit
From
that you do.
food,
Yeah.
from
Shit you
food
do
to
every day.
music to everything, every angle that you, every turn that you make, every fucking look. The streets were named before you got here. That means it's by design.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
so what Judge is saying is right. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though, y'all. We have this thing called choice. Now,
Right.
just because the glass of water that's dirty is put in front of us, don't mean that we can't lean over to the side and see the clear water to drink.
Mm-hmm.
You understand
This
what I'm
makes
saying?
this makes what Johnny said in the comments so fucking relevant. He said, "Do your own dumb shit though. Young motherfuckers following these dummies is super dumb." And that made what you just said made what he said so fucking relevant. Like I've said this numerous times and I've got my ass ate out because I feel like it's the parents' responsibility. Shut up. I hate y'all, bro. I'm trying to have a serious moment and y'all niggas on some other shit. But made me forget what the fuck I was finna say, man. Fuck it. Just fuck it all together. I hate y'all, bro. I hate y'all. Johnny said, I'm sorry. He said, I am so proud. I asked my daughter, does she follow them? And she said no, because they don't add any value to her to her life. Okay, that's where I was going with it. I was just about to say, you know, I tell people all the time because everybody's so strung out on all the female artists being so sexual. The freeness of saying whatever you want to say when you want to say it and stuff like that. We're stuck on that. But at the end of the fucking day, like you have to be responsible for what your children are consuming, what they're being fed. And just like Johnny and Christy, I want to be parents like them. They talk to their kids. Hell, like you and Judge, y'all kids intelligent because you sit up and talk to them. You don't just expect them to just be a fucking kid. You know that sooner or later, if I'm not here guiding my child and I'm direct with my child, sooner or later they're gonna go to school, they're gonna go to college, they're gonna go get a job, work, they're gonna be off into the world, and the world is gonna be a distraction to what I'm trying to teach them. So you have to stay in your kids' ear. Y'all stop blaming it on TV. Stop blaming. Johnny Judah is part of the fucking industry. So his kids are no stranger to any of this shit. We all play a part in the entertainment industry. So our kids are no strangers to this shit. But at the end of the day, we have to sit them down and talk to them. This is real and this is fake.
Right.
There should always be there should always be a conversation of what, because here's the thing, like when you think about it, like when we came up, even when we was in school, we was taught the difference between make believe and reality.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We even heard the stories of monkey see, monkey do. We had all of
If they
this
jump
fucking
off a
shit.
bridge, is you gonna follow them?
Right. But if you think about our children today, they're not getting that at school. Shit, them niggas don't even know how to write in cursive.
We've
You
seen
see?
several videos, and they're not even teaching cursive no
Right. They
more.
not like all them little sayings and shit that y'all just said. My son, he was talking about some shit that happened, you know what I'm saying? And he had a soccer game and he was playing somebody and one of the boys that said some shit to him, and he said that he wasn't gonna say nothing back to him, he just gonna show him and play.
Show him on the field. Big.
And that's what he did. But we talked about it and shit when we was in the car, and I told him, I said, right, because sticks and stones, and he said will break your bones.
But words will never hurt.
But he didn't know the rest of it though. And I told
Hey.
him, I said, and what? And he was like, what do you mean what? I said, but words will never hurt me. He was like, oh shit.
He had
Man,
a profound moment.
I was
I
there.
swear to God, it was like a fucking light dinged in his head, like, oh.
Right.
Yeah, hey Judge, here's what's real about it. Here's what's real about it. I bought that shit up I think on one of these shows, but I did bring that shit up to one of my kids before Dave Chappelle dropped Sticks and Stones, right? And they was like, "Damn, Daddy, you say that shit. You said that shit to us several times coming up." And I'm like, "It was a fucking nursery rhyme." You know what I'm saying? And the kids, I'm glad you brought that up because one of mine, I said to him, because you know, Judge CC, you know, and I said to him, Sticks and Stones, they didn't know none of it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, did I handicap my kids? You know what I'm saying? Because I always raise mine to, you know what I'm saying? No matter, and here's what the real is. No matter what you tell your kid, I got 4. And no matter what you tell it, you're gonna have one out of them 4 they're not gonna get it.
Right.
And you're gonna have one out of the 4 that, you know what I'm saying? Because believe me when I tell you, I just had this conversation with one of mine. I'm not gonna name the one, but there was a lot of shit came out. And this was just the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I had to let this one know that, you know, when you raising kids, you're gonna have some kids they're gonna listen to everything that you say.
And
All right, Dad said don't go left, I'm not gonna go left. But you're gonna have that kid that no matter how many times you say don't touch that hot thing, that motherfucker gonna get close to it. They're gonna get close to it. You say don't touch it again, you might have to pop their hand. But eventually you as a parent gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to let that one touch that shit, get hot, and learn that lesson for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to tell one of mine, I don't mean any harm, but you are that type of a child. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at me or your mother for any of that shit. And I'm gonna tell y'all something too. Our people, stop apologizing for the discipline that you done put on your child. Every man and every woman belong in the children's lives. A man specifically belongs in his child's life to remove the bullshit that he don't want to keep on going from his bloodline on. If he sees bullshit in his woman's bloodline or his own bloodline, what does he say? Judge, what did you say several times to yourself in your head? I don't have to have you voice it. You said to yourself, that shit that happened when I was a kid, that ain't gonna never happen in my house.
Yeah.
You said the same thing, Kiddy. I said the same thing. See, this is the reason why parents belong in their children's lives, both sides.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's also
definitely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's definitely both our responsibilities to guide that child in the right way. And where the daddy's lacking, the mama takes up, and where mom is slacking, daddy takes up. It don't always happen like that, but that's really that's what our roles should be.
Yeah, but that's what 4-5 is saying though too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a mom's love and a dad's love. I just seen this on a fucking reel or some shit. A mom's love and a dad's love is totally different. Like a mom is supposed to coddle the baby. You know what I'm saying? And the dad is supposed to push a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You know.
Johnny says school is now blatantly the pre-K to prison pipeline. Ty said words do hurt, and she hates that rhyme. They do. But
words do hurt.
I think the point is like them words can't break you. They're not supposed to be able to.
Right. And see, here's the thing. I believe that saying was put in place because here's the thing. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna hear words. And them words ain't gonna always be peaches and cream.
That's exactly right, 4-5. I think that's.
But you should have the wherewithal. You should have the wherewithal.
I think she's on some. I think she's on the mental. It hurts your mental. But the physical, you suppose. It's basically saying you need to be tougher than that bitch. That's basically what they're saying in a nicer way.
Because if you let it hurt your mental too much, it will fuck with your physical and your
Yes.
spirit.
Yes.
All
And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. My brother knows I went through a serious time of depression in my life, and when I did, I was in this apartment, and all I had was this mirror. It's a big ass mirror in my apartment that they just had in there, and all I could do was just look at myself. You understand what I'm saying? I know this shit sounds weird, but I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't up until I started to have to tell me, there's no crazy shit to it, but you got to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love you. Because if you don't find, because all of us got like these personalities in us. All of us still got that little girl or little boy in us that we want to protect. And that's the reason why a lot of men, when they hit certain situations, when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men, when they hit certain situations, they react a certain way.
Right.
This is why you hear about domestic violence and shit like that, and it may not have been even part of that man's psyche to go there, but something triggered him to go off.
Right.
I'm not saying that there's an excuse, because again, we should have the wherewithal, right? But if you don't have it in you to look yourself, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm being real with you. Not many people can look at themselves in the mirror longer than 5 to 10 seconds.
Mhm.
And if you think I'm bullshitting, stand in front of the mirror and start talking to yourself. Put a timer on. I promise you're going to look away from it because you can't stand what you see.
Right.
Because you know the shit you've done.
Mhm.
You know the steps you took to put you in the position that you in today.
Right.
And no matter what any one of y'all say, if it was something bad you did in the past, you want to get away from it. Period. And sometimes what you find is that growing in this world, you too had to do it. Every step that you made, it wasn't perfect. You was lost. You still lost.
And now I was gonna say that earlier. I'm even in my big age. I'm almost 40 years old, and I'm still making dumb mistakes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The most this out of all the shit that I know, everything that I done read, you know what? I can tell you for real, and I say this shit all the time. The more shit I find out, the more I realize how much I really don't know.
Big one. My granny used to
You
say,
understand what I'm saying?
only a fool thinks they know everything.
Right.
Right.
You should learn
Only a
something.
fool thinks they know everything.
Real
What's
talk.
that?
I said, and you should learn something every day.
Right.
Right. If it ain't nothing else but learning about yourself. You see what I'm
And
saying? And
I think we get so distracted with everything that's going on outside of us that we don't realize that the whole point of life is to learn about yourself. We're so busy
really
looking
is.
at everybody else and everything else, and we're distracted by everything around us to where we take the focus off of ourselves. And that's where you come to this big ego like you're perfect, Christians. You took your eye off the prize. You got to focus, baby. You got to focus. But
It's just it's just being real about it. You know what I mean? There's I don't know. I think we done dove deep into this arena
right, I was
here,
getting
but
ready to try to. But
yeah,
go ahead.
we done dove deep into it. But at the end of
Somebody
it, you know what I'm
needs to hear it.
saying? Yeah, Chris Sean and Blueface. I'm gonna say this. I don't participate in your ignorance, but I do pray for your positivity.
I do. A lot of people think that, and I do feel like that baby may have changed her up a bit, but just the whole ain't no way. I'm not gonna say what I would never do, but I just feel like the whole getting on camera with his other baby mama and them going over there to trash the house and this and that and da da da. I feel like this is my advice to both of y'all. Both of y'all get out now. I understand that y'all feel like there's some clout that come in behind this man and you're gonna be famous and in which it has helped y'all careers. But take that little bit and go about your business. That man don't give a damn about neither one of y'all. First of all, as his baby mama sitting at the house, my first question would have been, why is you over at her house at 4 a.m. in the morning any fucking way? You're not
This is how
checking on
you.
the baby.
This is how y'all know it's all Hollywood. Because somebody please tell me when two baby mamas had just all of a sudden got cool.
And they just been going back and forth. And now
No,
all of a sudden they laughing with each other and shit.
I'll just say this. You know what I'm saying? Today, Blueface, Krishan, or whatever the other one's name is probably gonna make a reel or be live on something, and it's gonna be 100,000 motherfucking views on that shit.
Yeah.
They gonna get paid today.
Just like we were saying though, it's now at a point, and this is why I've lost my passion for a lot of the things that I do in the entertainment field. Clout trumps talent now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Unless I get on here and I've even seen it in my regular ass life. If I get on here and I'm on some positive shit and I'm dropping gems and stuff like that, I'm gonna get about 2-3 likes, minimum. But if I get on here and I'm shaking my ass, if I get on here and I'm going off on somebody, if I'm name dropping and doing that, my views be booming. Algorithms off the chain.
Real quick, Ty Brad said something, and it's very very true. I'm glad he shared what I believe this is a guy that
Nah, that's a girl.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I believe what she just pointed out is very very real from the elders. You should practice remaining forever ignorant.
Right. Right. Because you don't know it all. And life will
Right.
humble the fuck out of you if you think so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's
when
talk
you have
about
kids, though, when you have kids, real quick, when you have kids, I'm just, pointing some shit out. When you have kids, all y'all know, whether you got one or you got multiple, all y'all know the potentiality of having that hard headed kid is great.
King Harris.
It's great. It's great.
Let's talk about
And hey, yeah, let's move on. We must move on.
let's talk about some greatness this morning. Shout out to the homie 50 Cent. Shout out to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport and rapper 50 Cent are taking the next steps to opening up a film and TV studio right here in the city. Now, this is the building where 50 Cent's company is expected to set up shop. It's the old Millennium Studios on Douglas Street. Shreveport City Council members introduced legislation to make it happen at Tuesday's meeting, and the city says negotiations have been ongoing for most of the year, but crews have been working to fix some structural issues at the building, and they say it's ready to go now. The city will lease it out to the rapper for $2,400 per year. However, Mayor Tom Arsenault says that 50 Cent will spend a good chunk of change to finish up the project.
He's undertaking all of the maintenance and repair, which is $160,000 to $170,000 a year. So to look at just the lease payment is really not fair to him. And we also anticipate he's going to make several $1 million in improvements to the facility. This is a very serious proposal, a very serious undertaking by him.
The next step is for the city council to approve the lease, and the mayor says that should be done in December, and the lease is expected to start in January.
Big for our area because as y'all know, I've had to move away to Texas just to try to get into the scene or try to be where I was accessible to opportunities and stuff. So big shout out to 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent is a fucking genius. I really do. I think he's a genius when it comes to that bread, how to make that bread and how to make bread off of making that bread. I admire his work ethic. That's
Well,
not
I'm
only.
gonna say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say this. I just feel like all of the brothers in entertainment, you see a movement that's happening. They're
Support.
coming back to the South, right? Remember this. 50 wasn't the first one to do it. Tyler Perry bought the movie studios to the South first. He bought them in Atlanta. Thank you, 50, for bringing it to the South and bringing it to Louisiana. Let's move Hollywood out of Hollywood and put it in the hands of the people that really know what
Anthony
this
Mackie.
glow tube has been doing to us.
Anthony Mackie has one too. I just don't know where it is, or he's
Right.
building one.
Right.
Y'all, let's
Anthony
support
Mackie
our
is
people
building one too.
instead of us complaining about not being allowed in different settings. Let's support our people when they do shit like this. It's a bigger deal to me because Shreveport is no more than 45 minutes up the road. And like I said, I've had to move from here to New York, Atlanta, down there to Fort Worth, trying to be where what I have a passion for is accessible. So shout out to 50.
Well, let's just hope this. Let's just hope this. In all of their endeavors, because y'all know how I feel about entertainment, in all of their endeavors to bring this to our region, let's just hope and pray that they don't bring the rest of the shit that come with Hollywood.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, I'll say this too, though, and I don't think that nobody's even thinking about this. Is like, yeah, they're building studios down here in the South is because everybody's moving down this way. You know what I'm saying? Like Texas has an influx of motherfuckers from every fucking state.
Every state is moving to the South. It ain't just Texas. They hear Texas first. But when you start looking at because I've been looking at these reports and shit, it's Texas, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia, right on the cross, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, all of it's getting lit up from Tennessee down, right? So everybody, it just is what it is. It's called this.
Right. Well,
We got to come home.
They not the only ones that are trying to get down here. We got some issues at this border, y'all.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Tucker, good evening to you. That's right. We just learned from Border Patrol that just here in the Rio Grande Valley sector, in the last 30 hours, they have arrested 2 murderers, 1 sex offender, and 2 MS-13 gang members. On top of that, recently they picked up 4 sex offenders in just 48 hours. That includes this guy. Take a look at this mugshot right here. He is a previously deported Mexican national who committed several crimes against children in Corpus Christi, Texas. Those crimes include continuous sexual abuse of a child and aggravated sexual assault of a child. Now, somehow this guy was only sentenced to community service and probation. He was deported and then apparently tried crossing again about an hour away from where we are right now. Thankfully, border agents able to nab him. And then take a look at these photos right here. Wild human smuggling bust that happened yesterday in Laredo. Texas DPS pulls over this truck. Look at what they find inside. 28 illegal immigrants crammed in the cab of that truck, all being smuggled. Now, Texas DPS tells me they talked to those migrants, each admitted to paying up to $16,000 to be smuggled. They were trying to get to San Antonio, and then in an effort to spread out to 10 different states across the country. The driver was arrested. He is a U.S. citizen from Houston, and he is being charged with 28 felony counts of human smuggling. He told troopers he was recruited on the social media app WhatsApp by a smuggling organization to do this. But this sort of thing happens almost every day out here at the border. And then back out here live, just to wrap it up, you hear me often talk about how migrants are arriving here from all around the world. Border Patrol in Del Rio sector report that last week they picked up more than 30 migrants from Uzbekistan, 4 from Tajikistan, 1 from Syria, and 1 from Mauritania in Northwest Africa. Again, it's not just those Northern Triangle countries in Central America. We'll send it back to you.
It's a risk.
Ooh.
Y'all voted for this shit.
Y'all having a hard time protecting these kids because wait, there's more.
Those 5 young people and 21 others resources like medical care, but over 200 of them didn't want any help. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne joining us in studio, breaking down some of those efforts.
Brian, Denise, police say they were patrolling not only the Strip and other Las Vegas Grand Prix hotspots, but they targeted the entire valley.
I want the community to understand that this is not a crime that is specific to our tourist corridors. It's occurring in our neighborhoods beyond the Strip.
But Metro and its partners chose a week where hundreds of thousands of tourists from all over descended on the Strip for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
The fireworks light up.
To set up a Vice Operations Center running 12-hour shifts and a 24/7 hotline for 7 straight days. And it paid off, according to Captain Hector Cintrone, whose Vice unit found hundreds of would-be victims and several dozen purported offenders.
During this operation,
Once again, I say we having a hard time protecting these children. This one is my absolute, I ain't gonna say favorite in a good way, but this is my absolute favorite right here.
It is a day of reckoning and a day of accounting.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown is referring to this 463-page report that documents, quote, the depraved and systemic failure of the Archdiocese to protect the children it was charged to keep safe.
This is a full accounting. There are details of repeated, torturous, terrorizing, depraved abuse.
The investigation uncovered the extent of the power and authority the clergy used to exploit the trust of the children. They told their victims the abuse was God's will. Some threatened that the victim or the victim's family would go to hell if they told anyone. They attempted to normalize sexual behavior as roughhousing. According to the report, certain parishes had multiple abusers. St. Mark's and Catonsville had 11 child abusers living and working there from 1964 to 2004. 4 parishes had 6 abusers, including St. Michael Overley. The report cites a case where a sexually abused child came to a priest for counseling. His parents so trusting, they let him spend the night. The report says the priest raped him for 5 years. A distraught father of a young girl demanded a priest be removed. The priest confessed to an uncontrollable attraction to young girls and a yielding to temptation from time to time. The Archdiocese quietly got him into psychiatric treatment and reassigned him to desk work where he would not be exposed to temptation.
It's not only churches, it is schools associated with the Archdiocese.
When I say that religion, because people get in my ass about this. When I say religion is basically used to control a mass of people, this is a prime fucking example. You heard what he said. The priest told the baby, if you tell anybody, you and your mama and them going to hell.
11 in one church. One who you thought the story was going to say he did it one time. The motherfucker did it repeatedly to the same person for 5 years.
So now we're talking about enablers.
Now let's look at this. Let's package everything that we putting out here, right? We first started talking about the border patrol, the border weakening. We already know the border been weak. That's number one. But the main things that we not paying attention to is that they keep having truckloads and truckloads and truckloads of men. I'm not hearing about women and children. I'm just hearing about men all the time. Truckloads of men being bust in here, right? And every time they report some shit for the ones that they catch, it's some kind of middle. I saw one the other day. They had like 40 Middle Eastern motherfuckers show up. Look, let me tell you something. The United Nations ain't stupid. They not stupid. And they know for a fact they used America America's military pretty much kept this motherfucker going for a long time. Well, how can you beat the military source? You can't. You have to infiltrate a military source.
Right.
And if y'all ain't figured it out, they opened up them borders way before Trump got into office. It was just all of our people here acting dumb and ignorant, not reading, not paying attention to shit, hollering and screaming, we ain't got no business doing these people like this. We ain't got no business doing these people like this. How you think they would treat you if a mass exodus from America came in and we was going into Mexico and South America and everything else? They wouldn't treat us the way they get treated here. These people show up, they get citizenship and money. And when and anybody in here says it's illegal what they doing because they won't follow paperwork, they won't fill out nothing, because they know if they get researched, they're gonna get deported back. Because you can't come in this country and be a fucking miscreant in another country. You can't do that. You can't. That's the reason why they have extradition laws.
Right.
So at the end of it, and then here's another thing too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just get real on this shit. Y'all do know when you get your Social Security card in this bitch, that means they gonna pay your ass some kind of way, right? But what y'all don't ever pay attention to is who are the only people that they recognize in Social Security. Black, white, Asian Pacific Islander, and Indian. So when all of these immigrants get to moving up in here and they get to sign the papers after they say George Washington's white horse was white, they get to sign papers to get all of the goddamn citizenship laws that some of us who bear my skin tone can't even get, because they got it written in the laws that they got to vote on us to be able to vote every 25 years.
Yeah.
They still got me, my brother, my daddy, and every man that I know that bears my skin tone registered as 3/5 of a man. So these immigrants see that, and then notice, because we got clips and we can put it out there where Israeli top officials have said it's the blacks is the reason why we ain't getting no support.
Right.
Then they pinpoint and say it's the black youth. Well, where do you think the black youth is getting this fucking knowledge from? So they pointing fingers already. They've been pointing fingers. They've been pointing fingers, and they've been telling us since they formed this shit off of our own people. Because remember, when I was in school, they told me they got their form of government from the natives. Read the articles of the Confederation and see how much how much the Declaration of Independence plagiarized the Article of Confederation when this was a republic. Okay.
You know,
what was that?
I wanted to add in the whole thing. It just seems to me like this is just a normal thing all over the world to fuck with little kids. I feel like it is to fuck with little kids. Epstein's Island is still being ran as we speak right now.
We still haven't gotten the list.
Still have not gotten a list. I think it's crazy that we don't have rules in place that protect children a little bit more than what they do, because y'all heard them. A majority of these motherfuckers that they done caught up with sex offenders, rapists, child molesters.
But Kiddy, wait a minute,
let me finish. The punishment for this man's transgressions was fucking probation and what they call that when you paying your debt to society, cleaning up and shit like that. What is that called?
You're talking about
community service. These were his punishments. Why wasn't anything put into place to punish this man? Me personally, I feel like once you get caught up like that, you need to be castrated.
Look here. Hold on. Yeah, no, y'all, both of y'all right on this. I've told y'all this before. In my world, you get your dick cut off, right? I done told y'all this before, but let's get real. Let's not act like they don't have laws in place, ladies and gentlemen. Right. All I got to do is say this: aura.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it like y'all want me to say it. You want me to say it like they want you to say it, or act like y'all know. They got laws in place. They just gonna exercise those laws on a certain people.
Right, and Ty Brad just said it. They making that shit legal. So and he said
California, I bet,
4-5,
have we not
4-5 been,
reported more than what's that?
yeah. I said 4-5 been saying it.
Right.
Had we not reported more than one time some of those West Coast states was opening up laws
Yep.
for you to have a 12-year-old wife, shit like that.
Y'all want to know what I found out? I don't know. I don't forgot where I got this from, but there is going on still to this day. We've talked about it. We've seen Color Purple. We know about back in the day. Your 14-year-old daughter could be traded for some goats and some cows and this and that. Do y'all not know that we have this happening modern day? And there is no fucking laws against it. People can actually legally sell their daughters as wives.
Well, Kitty, I'm sorry, but what do you think marriage is? It's an exchange of property. Okay, let's get real. Let's get real. Because you do understand what a husband really is. Have you ever looked up husbandry? It's all about property, baby. It's all about property and cultivating that property. That's what it's about. This is why when you get married, her loses her last name.
That's
Her
almost
name.
like slavery.
Well, what do you think the world was built off of, love?
I
You
mean, and I
think it,
get that. That was my point for even bringing all this forth. Like, we see it in the entertainment industry. We see now that everybody, it's a conversation around P. Diddy and what he did to Cassie and all that. With the conversation about young girls being in those spaces. And this is why it's so easy. And the same thing y'all was talking about. Y'all hope that 50 Cent and Tyler Perry leave that shit in Hollywood and stuff like this. This shit is normal.
what is normal though?
Well, when I say normal, I mean like motherfuckers look the other way. It's easy for a motherfucker to look the other way.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But here's what you got to understand here. It's only easy for us to look the other way if those that control your viewing point you in the direction of which way you viewing. You have your own mind. Now the laws and the fucking all the shit that they got in place to say, look, there's an entity that puts laws in place to keep your ass in line, not to keep not to keep themselves in line. Think about it. Think about it. It ain't to keep themselves in line. It's for them to be able to tell you what you can and you can't do. Now we should all have natural law, but when it comes to this shit that look, we've seen it far too often in this country. It's okay for other people to do the shit, but if we do it, we go to jail.
Your black
Drugs,
ass going down. Yeah.
drugs, prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as long as y'all can tell me prostitution is somewhat legal in this motherfucking country, y'all gonna have to accept the fact that y'all selling children.
I'm
You can't,
disgusted.
right? You can't have a little bit. I just told you about the glass of water, little brother. If I took a shit right now and I take this one finger and wipe my ass with that shit, and I give you 2 glasses of water, and I stick my finger in one of them glasses and pull it back out, the water still look clean. Water still look clean. And I serve it to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what America has done. They've served you the shitty water that you thought was clean all this time.
You got shitty water.
This motherfucker. I'm just disgusted with how all this, you know what I'm saying? Like the reason Aura, Diddy, and whoever else has gotten away so long, and this is really, it's sad, but they've gotten away so long because this is not a new practice. This is something from the beginning of time, because even when we talk about, even though we know that we was already over here, some of us got brought over here, but those some of us that got brought over here were children.
Them is the only ones you could bring over here, because what you gonna do with a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old?
Man,
what you gonna do with what can you do with a mind that already knows
it's already
it's its
trained.
own mind?
Right.
TWWT FaceTime.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right, Ty Brad. Sugar and salt look the same
They
too.
look the same. Yeah. It's just crazy to me, and it's just like, you know, there's no solution to the fucking problem. Like, it just is what the fuck it is.
No, there's a solution to it. See something, say something.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing that we can do right now. Because please know this: if y'all gonna tell me that they can find any brother that they want to in this country, if that brother has done something that they feel is wrong, they gonna find him. They gonna find him. So you gonna tell me throughout all the borders of the southern part of the United States that y'all somehow, some way don't know who and how many people is coming in this bitch? This is what you're trying to put across to me. But I know for a fact my people have in their history that you can find us whenever the fuck you want to.
Right.
We don't get to run. Ask
And
Michael
then you
Jackson.
even get to kill somebody on accident. Oops. And it's
Right.
justice.
Ask Michael Jackson.
Rest
Michael
in
Jackson
peace.
tried to move to England. They didn't leave him alone because their laws reach all off in other countries. The only reason why they ain't got Russell yet is because Russell went his ass into a country that don't have no extradition laws.
Man. So basically we need to start, which that system's crooked any fucking way, and that's gonna take us into overtime. It's almost time for us to end the show. But we have to integrate our laws. We're gonna have to, in order for there to be justice served.
Hold on, Kiddy, because when you say that, now we leading into New World Order and one law.
Wow. That's another show, bro.
See, this is the game. It's called chess.
It's a lose-lose situation, basically, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying it's lose-lose, because we are the people. We are the people. They know where the currency is at. That's why they keep a certain people in this motherfucker to keep this motherfucker rolling. Never forget. Look, the Muslims will tell you every time, they'll tell you every year how much a certain community brings in for profit for this country every year.
Right.
There is a certain group of people that's worth well over $1 trillion every year. You know why? Because we can't keep that money that y'all print. We have to give that money right back to you. Y'all know that. Y'all know that the playing field ain't been equal and fair. That's the reason why y'all got so many problems in the financial sector today.
Right.
Y'all know y'all ain't been equal and fair because you holler equal, But your equal is we gonna be equal with the people who we choose to be equal to.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Y'all
This
pray.
called
Y'all
God's work.
pray. Just pray. Just pray and stay as far from the bullshit as you possibly can, because it's been proven over and over and time again ever since. A motherfucker could call us a nigger and it be justified, or a white woman could claim that a black boy whistled at her, and some men can go to his house and grab him. Like, ain't nothing fair when it comes to us. It just is what the fuck it is. It's a sad story. Stay prayed up, man. Today we got a show for y'all at 12 noon. War of the Roses. Judge Too Heavy, let them know what you got going on, baby.
Tonight, 8 p.m. I'll be on Kush and Combos talking about God knows what. I don't fucking know. No, I'll be talking about Texas Fleet Week going on this weekend. Saturday is the meet and greet at the hotel or some shit, and then y'all can meet me at Red Crab on Saturday night. Sunday, they got 3 events. One at Wicks in the morning for you gospel folks. Y'all can pull up there. Then we have a media day on Saturday, and Saturday night we at the skating rink with Peace Kills from 97.9. Monday, we got a couple of events going on. I don't even remember the first one, but the one at the end of the night is with Bebe from K104. So, artists, y'all make sure y'all tap in with your boy, man. If y'all want to get in, I got the registration link. It's pretty much free to get into everything. So, y'all fuck with me, man.
We want to give a shout out to Heavy Rotation, Video Countdown. They in the building. They taking over. Dallas, Texas.
Y'all make sure to check my brother out on Sundays. Heavy Rotation. Shout out to the dean, the coach, and the professor and his voice. We working. Y'all motherfuckers watching. 4-5. Tell the people where they can find you online.
Well, shit. Online, you can find me on Instagram, 4-5 Heavy, the word 4, number 5, and the last name Heavy, of course. Shit, you can find me on Snapchat, of course, on here. Y'all know what it is, government names. But other than that, you can find me on the concrete.
That's my boy 4-5. Of course, y'all already know where y'all can find me right here all day, every day. Kiddy Pink Radio, baby. If you're looking for me online, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you want to find me, it is Who's Miss Kiddy, HOOZMSKIDDY. Who the fuck is Miss Kiddy? Is Miss Kiddy? Is Miss Kiddy? Is Miss Kiddy? We're still working out the things to this new schedule and everything, but we're gonna try to bring y'all as much content as we possibly can. Right now, we're gonna give y'all something once a week, but that don't mean you just heard Judge, you just heard 4-5, you just heard me. We always got something going on just because it's not right here. What you say, bro?
I said we got shit going on. Y'all just make sure y'all go follow us on all our pages, man. Judge Too Heavy, Kiddy Pink Radio, 4-5. Y'all will see all the things that we got going on, man.
Most definitely make sure that you hit up Tricoastal. Is our YouTube Tricoastal Radio over there, or
YouTube? Yeah, Tricoastal Radio, the wrong.
Hit the notification bell. That way y'all don't ever miss Heavy Rotation. The Petty Gang Podcast and whatever. Not just that, make sure that if you're on my YouTube's channel right now, Kiddy Pink Radio, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like, share, comment. Your comments are very valuable, y'all. If you want, if they're valuable to us, comment. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss us. Last week we did it on a Tuesday. This week we're doing it on a Wednesday. We'll get the schedule together after a while. Right now we're just trying to be consistent and bring y'all some shit. So make sure that
you fuck with me, man.
If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Huh? We finna get the fuck up out of here. We love y'all. I want you to love yourself. Me and 4-5 will be back at 12. See y'all later. Bye. Meow. It's the Arkansas Baby Doll, and you're tuned in to Kiddy Pink Radio, spinning all your favorite independent music, possibly from your backyard. Don't go. Come catch a vibe or two.